Thanks for staying with Bernama TV. I'm Liz Ong. You're watching The World on Bernama TV. Now, before we begin, bring you the news from around the globe. I'm joined by a special guest today, and as we count down to Merdeka, we shine the spotlight on Malaysia's young heroes, not just on the battlefield of history, but also in the arenas of today. Now, joining me in the studio is Lucas Tan, a rising karate champion carrying Jalur Gemilang with pride on the international stage. Welcome, Lucas. Good to have you. Good to have you here. And let's just start with this. How old are you, and where are you from? And tell us how has your karate journey been?
So I am currently 15 this year, and I live in KL, Kuala Lumpur. And I actually started karate since I was 6. Actually, it was my father who brought me into karate. I wasn't interested in karate at first, but after I switched centers when I was 8, with that I started to learn competitive for karate. Then I started to have an interest for karate. Currently, my coach, which he is a head karate coach for Johor, and he's a former Pelapis coach. And
how has that journey been? Has it been, exciting for you as a young kid, growing up in your younger days in primary school until secondary school? How has it been for you?
It's been quite hard for me since I have to balance my studies with my karate. So it's not always easy for me.
Okay, take us through how is your day like? I mean, how do you incorporate practices in your day-to-day?
Firstly, I would wake up in the morning and start off with my morning training, which is mostly focused on strength training. Then after that, I would get ready to go to school. After school, I would have my evening training with my coach, which mostly focus on sparring and other trainings.
Right, and you do it on a one-on-one basis, or you do it in a group class? And how do you actually level up in your skills and your karate? Acts. I don't know what karate. So tell us a bit more.
It's mostly focused on groups. Since I am the only 15-year-old there,
wow.
I have to train with the bigger boys, such as 18 years old and 19.
Do you find it a challenge because the kids or the bigger boys are, I'm sure taller, bigger than you? How do you find that?
Also, quite challenging for me since they are double my weight and double my height as well.
But eventually, you managed to go into several competitions, I understand. And now, recently, you entered in China and also Thailand. Well, congratulations on winning some of the big tournaments there. Tell us a bit more about the times and your experiences representing Malaysia on the global stage.
Oh, it was amazing. When I actually am grateful to given the chance to represent my country, making my coach proud, my family proud, everyone proud. It was quite an amazing experience.
Bring us back to the day that it all began. On the first day you arrived in, is it China?
Yeah, China.
Tell us a little bit more about that. Were you nervous?
I was more than nervous. I was anxious and all, since it was my third international tournament after my tournament in Brunei. I was quite nervous since all the players were taller than me. They looked very strong. They looked very fast, agile. It looks like I didn't have a chance to fight with them.
And I understand that you won in both kata and kumate. Am I pronouncing it right? And what's the difference between them? I read online a little bit. Kata is a solo thing, and kumate is you're sparring with a partner. Tell us a little bit more about this.
So kata is basically a way to express the techniques of each movement, And for kumite, it's just regular sparring. But the difference between traditional kumite and modern kumite, traditional kumite is more focused on KO to knock each other out, and modern kumite is more on point system.
Right. So bring us back to the day that you were actually on the grounds during the competition day. You mentioned earlier that some of the boys were bigger than you. How do you manage to emerge as winner then?
I overcame it. I just switched off my mind. I don't think much. Just go in the mat and started to play as usual. So it's like a routine for me. Every tournament I go, I always fight with taller boys. Since among all of them, I'm always the shortest. So I always play usual, just like how I play in Malaysia.
Just wondering, is height an advantage or not really? You know, if you are shorter than the other, your opponent, is that an advantage, disadvantage or an advantage?
Technically, I don't see height is either advantage or disadvantage because it depends on their skill. If they are tall, they can use their height wisely, and if they're short, they can. Same goes to the tall players.
And in the tournament on that day, were there any specific skills that you use by what was taught by your coach?
Oh yeah, a lot.
Share some secrets about it.
When I was fighting in my first final, I had to use one of my technically it's basically my signature move.
Right.
It's basically like a double hook kick.
Right.
It's either a 50-50% chance of they getting knocked out or getting a score. So it's a win-win situation.
Right. Okay, we definitely need you to have some space here to demonstrate this move, but perhaps next time it'll be interesting to know what are some of the moves involved in karate as well. And you know, how do you train for something like this, and what keeps you going? I'm sure there are days that you're tired, you know, balancing between school and with these trainings. What keeps you going?
I would say my master, because every single day I train, I am always tired. After school, after all my extracurricular activities, I'm always tired. I always get scolding from my teachers since I never finish up my homework. And I always, after school, because I'm a prefect, after all my duties, I'm always very tired. Then after that, I have to go to training. But then always after training, my master would always advise me, gives me like some tips, tell me it's okay, that even though you're tired, still get through it.
And do you think that even in this state where you're already a couple more years into karate, have you found that balance with your studies and also your extracurricular like karate?
Yeah, I actually, it's already been a habit for me, for student athletes to study while having trainings. So yeah.
Wow, I can see at the visuals there, the other opponent is really tall, and really good job to you, and kudos to you for fighting that opponent there. Really great job. And perhaps you can share with us, you know, you have already achieved so much. What is your next goal in karate, and what do you dream of doing after this?
My dream is to actually enter Sukma for 2028 to represent Johor, and to enter the Olympics maybe when I'm older, to represent for my country and all.
Are you proud carrying the Malaysian flag, especially in international tournaments? Do they ask you where you're from?
Yeah, I'm actually proud to wear the Malaysian badge on my side, to represent my country, to make my country proud. And a lot of people, yeah, they find Malaysia is a underrated country because they never heard of Malaysia. So I feel proud to tell them what is Malaysia about and the culture and what we do there. So yeah.
Fantastic, and I'm sure that you're representing Malaysia well. As a young boy like you, a young student, your friends will totally be inspired by you, right? What is your message, as we celebrate Merdeka, to the world about Malaysia and also to your school friends out there?
I would like to just give one message. Even though times get tough, even though times where you feel down, you feel sad, it's just one day. It's just one day. It's not the whole year. So maybe tomorrow you wake up happy again, fresh, then start the day over again. It's a continuous cycle. Every day, one day you might be sad, the next day you might be happy. So just go through with it.
Well, I really love the way that you express yourself, that it's a new day every single day, a new lease of life as you wake up to a fresh start in every morning. So thank you, Lucas, and really wishing you all the best for your upcoming tournaments and, of course, your dream to enter SUKMA. And one day, I hope that you will represent Malaysia in the Olympics. So all the best to you, and we hope for continued success to you. Thank you, and that's more on what's happening around the globe shortly. This is The World on Bernama TV. We'll be right back.